Police officers' supervision and behavior analysis, case analysis. Introduction. Sergeant Maynard is a young police supervisor who is tasked to practice adequate police supervision. Officers Macallister and Timons have behavioral problems, which must be rectified before they lose their jobs. Macallister is depressed as he acts out of order while Timons is eager to fight crime. Therefore, Maynard must develop a plan of action to improve the behavior of the two officers. The interventions seek to analyze their cases separately and find a solution. Maynard will give Macallister self-love motivation and serve the public motivation to Timons. Existing motivational issues. Macallister is motivated by the lack of his wife's love after their separation. He is now depressed and is taking action without thinking straight. Furthermore, the officer does not perceive his career anymore as his initial motivation. To travel with his wife after retirement is no more. Macallister is experiencing depression and is behaving according to his unstable state of mind and intricate feelings. His motive is unconscious and cannot explain why he is acting out of standard behavior. Macallister needs the motivation to love and care for himself as he embraces his career behavioral standards. Timons's motive is to fight crime and has been ignoring the basic policing need to serve the public. Timons is determined to catch criminals, and, thus, he has been overspending and acting aggressively. His motive is only inferred by observing his actions and talking about solving crimes. Timons needs a new motive to focus on serving the public and fighting crime only when needed. Basic need drives for Macallister and Timons. The most basic need drive for Macallister is the love for his family. The nearly retiring officer yearned to travel with his wife after retiring. However, the events have turned unexpectedly, separating the officer from his wife. Macallister now has no purpose for retiring and needs a new one. He hopes that he can have a happy retirement life even though he is separated from his wife. Timons is driven by the need to fight crime, whereby he feels the necessity to be aggressive and become a hero. He needs to know that serving the public is also a way of being a hero. Maynard management style in relation to Theory X. Maynard practices a persuasive management style and has been persuading the two officers to behave appropriately for their own good and that of the institution. Prior persuasion made them slightly change their behavior. According to Daneshfard and Rad, Theory X assumes that employees dislike their work and will avoid it whenever possible. Relating to Theory X, Maynard does not believe that Macallister and Timons dislike their work. Instead, he believes the officers lack the right motivation, thus, if well motivated, they will work effectively. Their behavior is, however, questionable regarding police discipline. From this angle, the officers do not seem to love their job, hence, they will need to be pushed to act appropriately. Educational obstacles. Maynard is a well-established officer and relates well with his law enforcement environment. Therefore, his level of formal education will not be an obstacle when intervening with Officer Macallister. However, it would be a problem when dealing with Officer Timons. Timons is said to be bright and was much hyped in school, hence, comparing his level of education with Maynard might trigger inferiority. Timons might wonder how qualified Maynard is to give him intervention about work. Therefore, Maynard must be prepared for Timons's negative reaction. Conclusion. Maynard will need to intervene in the behaviors of Macallister and Timons. Although it may pose difficulties dealing with the two officers, it has to be done before it is too late. Macallister will need to love himself more and find purpose in self-love and care, while Timons will need to find purpose in serving the public and fight crime only when necessary. With a persuasive management style, Maynard will conveniently take the officers in the right direction.